Hello, my name is Adonis and I'm here at Ground 2023 and the 10th LPE to present the paper Assessment of Lightning Occurrence on Airways and Waterways in the Amazon region using satellite data. I'd like to thank my co-authors Leonardo, Wendler, and Marcio, and this is a collaboration between New Mexico Tech, Federal University of Pará, and Sensipan. I divided my presentation in four topics: introduction, methodology, results and discussion, and summary. Let's start the introduction with these amazing pictures. Provided by Professor Elder. And the left picture, it's a monomotor flying over Brazilian Amazon region. And on the right, we can see a beautiful cumulonimbus in the Amazon region, and in the bottom, the rivers of the region. Well, the transportation of the Brazilian Amazon region is essentially made by boats using the rivers, the waterways, and by planes using the airways, and mainly using small airplanes. Well, it's really difficult to build roads in the Brazilian Amazon region because of the dense forest, the extreme weather condition. So the best way to go to one place to another place is using boats or airplanes. The Amazon River is one of the most important routes for the region. So peoples can travel with goods, crops across the river, and that's the main transportation. And also students use this type of transportation to go to school daily. And unfortunately, as we can see in the news on the left, a lightning struck a boat and killed students in 2018. So that's one of the main motivations of our work. Try to reduce the fatalities because of lightning and these types of transportation. Well, in the pictures on the left, we can see that the lightning that you struck that boat make a hole in the roof of the boat, and that means that it was a very strong lightning strike. Moving to the methodology, in this work we are using the geostationary lightning mapper data, the GLM. So the GLM is essentially a sensor that's on board on GOES 17 and GOES 16. We are using GOES 16 for this work. In this picture, we can see in blue the field of view of GOES 16 that covers the entire Americas and the Amazon region for sure. On the left, on the right, we can see that GLM data is split in three types of data: event, groups, and flash. For this work, we are going to use the flash data to compute the lightning flash density and how the flashes are distributed in the airways and in the waterways. Now let's move to the results and discussion. The first result that we showed here is the flash density in the Brazilian Amazon region. So in this work, we computed the flash density based on 4 years of observation from 2019 to 2022. We can see that the hotspots in the Amazon region are concentrated in the metropolitan regions of Manaus and Belém, and also in the south region of the state of Pará. Now let's move to talk about specifically about the airways. So in this work, we are using the lower level airways. The lower level airways are the airways in which small airplanes travels, and we focus on this type of airways because we understand that the bigger airplanes can travel over the huge thunderstorms, and they have more capability to go in different ways and don't go in the direction of the big thunderstorms. And unfortunately, the smaller planes don't have this capability, so we are focused on the lower level airways. And the hotspots, again, are located in the city of Belém, the metropolitan region of Belém, and the metropolitan region of Manaus. In the table 1, we show the number of movements in those cities. And the number of movements are higher than 40,000. So the movements count the number of departures and the number of arrivals in each airport. So the hotspots are located in the places in which we have more movements. So that's kind of dangerous. So we have to pay attention to this information. Now let's move to the number of flashes per hour in the airways. So we computed the number of flashes per hour in the lower level airways, and we found that the peak are between 19 and 20 UTC. If we are talking about local time, it is in the afternoon, so between 3 to 5 p.m. If we are talking about the period of the year with more lightning occurrence over the airways, it is between September and October. We also analyze the flash area over the airways. Well, GLM is looking at the top of the thunderclouds, and based on the number of pixels that emits brightness, GLM is able to compute the flash area of a specific flash. Well, this information it's very important because we can have statistics on the size of the flashes that happens over the airways. And we know that a lightning flash can travel long distance inside the thunderclouds and sometimes can go outside the thunderclouds. And eventually, one lightning flashes can go outside a thundercloud and can hit an airplane, for example, and that's dangerous for the pilots. Uh, well, over the airways, we found that the average size of the lightning flashes is about 477 square kilometers, and we found that the biggest lightning flash in terms of area, it's a flash with 10,000 square kilometers. And we show this flash in the right here. It occurs in the edge between the state of Amazonas, in the borders of the state of Amazonas, and we show in the bottom here more details. So in gray we have the events, in green the groups, and based on groups data we compare the horizontal propagation distance of this lightning flash, and it's about 37 to 38 kilometers. Uh, and again, that's important information for the pilots. Now let's move to the Amazon River, to the waterways. So we choose the Amazon River because it's the main river of the region, and a lot of boats travel daily in this river. The hotspots of lightning in this river, it's also located in a urban region in the city of Manaus here, and other small cities close to Manaus. We also computed the period of the year with more lightning occurrence, and we found that we have more lightning occurrence in the month of September based on the 4 years of observation. Now, in summary, on the airways, the lightning flash density was high in the metropolitan regions of Belém and Manaus, which have high urbanization rates. The hours of the day with the most lightning occurrence were between 19 and 20 UTC in the afternoon, as I said before, and the months with the most lightning rates were September and October. Along the Amazon River, the hotspots were found in the region of the city of Manaus and other small cities close to Manaus, and the data present here can be used to develop a protection and the warning strategies for society, both in the air and the river transportation. I'd like to thank the sponsors of this work. Thank you, and now I'm open for questions.